be a little bit more confident in how he played. If I'm a quarterback and I march up to the red zone 4 times, in the season where I don't have no offensive line and no number 1 wide receivers, right. I got to think about that. You know what I mean? I got to be like, wow, if I did this without no number 1 wide receiver and offensive line, right. Next week we should put something together.
Man, we lost. Like, who is the player on our team that worries y'all the most?
Justin Jefferson.
You can say Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
But go ahead,
CJ. I got a different answer. My answer is y'all defense. I think y'all interior.
Well, just name one. So who you talking about? You thinking Danielle Hunter or Zadarius Smith?
I think it could be Hunter. I think Hunter could be effective because depending on if they move him around from left to right, and get the Bears tackled, frustrated.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Well, the good thing, prior to 2022 NFL season, what was CJ and G Walker's Bears team record prediction, and has it changed now? So at the beginning of the season, what y'all have them going?
Go ahead, G.
Hey, we gonna go back and check the tapes too. Now we gonna go back and check the tapes.
Yeah, it's on tape.
Man, we had a panel, bro, like preseason we did for the show. I think I had us somewhere like 14-2 or some goofy shit, bro. It was crazy.
Boy, you've been going crazy.
It was crazy.
So that shit done changed for sure, because you gotta win out. You gotta win out for your shit to come true.
Man,
I had them winning 6 games.
Oh, so you had them at 6. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So shit, it's looking like it's looking like your prediction probably could play out though. I can see y'all winning 6.
So, like I said, for a young quarterback like him in a situation where there's no offensive line, he just got to manage, bro. You got to be a game manager. And when we watch him during the season, he wants to have the big plays. He wants to be Michael Vick. But, bro, you don't have the personnel. So instead of exposing yourself because you don't have the weapons, just get out of the season healthy and run around and don't get sacked and don't take the easy sacks. You know what I mean? Throw the ball away. Take the underneath. Take the guy in the flat. Take Kemet running across your face. That's been a problem with Justin Fields. He doesn't want to take the throws that'll give him a little bit of stat padding, that'll keep him from being off the ground on the field. He wants the big chunk play. And, bro, this is not college. You don't have an olive on your team. You know what I mean? So he has to take a little bit of humble pie because it's not going to work right now. So just chill, bro, and get out of this season as healthy as you possibly can.
Hey everyone, this is Dr. Paulo here from Elite Gaming Mercs. I just want to let you guys know that I will be teaming up with the CNG Podcast. They have been a great support of what we do here on the channel, that I would really appreciate it if you guys can support them too. You could support them on either Facebook or YouTube by going to the search engines and hitting CNG Podcast. Again, that is CNG Podcast. You could go ahead and hit follow or subscribe to their channel. Afterwards, you'll be able to see me there giving you my sports opinions. All right? Take care. This is Dr. Paulo signing off. Deuces.
Hi, I'm Sugar and Vodka, and so happy to be on the CNG podcast. Bear down, Chicago.
I see it, you see it, they see it. It ain't nothing else to talk about, baby. Let's go. CNG Podcast. Come on, bear down.
Shout out to guys, CNG. Yes, sir.
Stop being lazy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the CNG Podcast. I got Elite Gaming Mercs, and I also got Woody down here from the House Hall Report. How you fellas doing this afternoon?
What's up?
I'm doing good. Hanging in there. Watching the niece. Watching football.
Okay, watching the red zone.
All right. And also we got Sugar and Vodka who just pulled in. How you doing?
After that?
Yeah, got the woo saw. I get it. I completely get it. So Bears, that Bears game seemed like they had a pretty good second half, until that last unfortunate incident. But I'm gonna let you guys talk about it. Let you guys go down the list and give me your thoughts on the game, what you guys felt about it. So let's start with ladies first. Vodka, what you thought about it?
The first half was a complete mess and a cluster. And the second half, we finally got it together. It looked like the first half, like Getsy was not trusting Phils to make plays. And in the second half, he let him go more, that big play to Mooney, and it took off from there, and it looked so much better in the second half. And then everybody woke up. Okay. And I only broke one nail during the game, which was in the first half.
Okay.
What up, Charles? Gang.
Yo.
Yeah. Woody, man. Appreciate you for coming by.
Yeah, what's up, Woody?
No problem.
First time being on our show for the first time, so appreciate you, brother. What you thought about that game, man?
Yeah, the first half was atrocious. Well, when Cousins started out 17 of 17, I thought it was going to be a long ass game.
Man,
but even though we lost today, I think it was the best game they played all year so far. All year. That's just my opinion on that. The second half, this is the first game that they gave up a touchdown in the second half, which is pretty remarkable. We only gave up 18 points in the second half, with the touchdown and stuff like that. But like I said, I think this is the best game they played all year, even though we lost today. Division rival. So that's just my opinion.
Elite Gaming Mercs. What you guys say on that?
I thought it was a good game. It played out. I felt their offensively did way better than I expected. I expected 17 points from them. They got 22, so that they went above what I thought they were going to do. So I'm happy. I'm happy what I seen them do in the second half and the ending of the second quarter. They just got to work on still some more stuff. Little bit receivers got to play better and little fix up the overthrown balls a little bit. Because there's a couple that were a little bit behind, but the receivers got to do. If you touch your hands, you got.
Yeah, Pettis Butterfingers.
Yeah, he dropped another one, and of course,
it's going on 2 weeks in a row, right?
More than one.
Yeah.
More than one.
Yeah, Pettis should have caught his.
And last week.
That's what I'm saying. Like there are a couple of balls that weren't thrown, perfect, but they were still. The other two receivers made their catches. Equanimeous St. Brown made his that was behind him. He had to stop for it to make the catch. If it was in front of him, he would have been able to keep on going with it. But he made the catch. Same thing with Mooney, the deep pass. He actually beat that off the line. He beat him. The ball was underthrown, which is why he had to slow down and try to catch it more contested. But he made the catch, which is what you're supposed to do. The quarterback threw it to only where the receiver can make the catch, and they did. Pettis didn't help him because he dropped his again. But those were the three balls that I really seen that weren't perfectly thrown, but two of his receivers were able to make those catches.
And I was happy that Komet was getting the ball, some catches today. But Jones on defense, Jalen Jones, he was getting burned all day.
Yeah.
And he was on the injury report for being sick, so I don't know if he still had that illness inside of him.
G. Walker?
Yo, what's good?
What you thought about this game, man? Because I saw you in the group chat saying what you had to say, but let me know, man. Let us know.
Look here, man. It's been 2 weeks in a row that Justin Fields showed that he can manage a football game. It's been 2 weeks in a row that Justin Fields showed you that he's not the problem. He got out of his own head today, just like he did last week. He was decisive like he was supposed to be like he did last week. He was getting out of his collapsed pocket like last week, and he was making all the right plays he needed to make. His receivers did fail him a couple of times. There was a couple of bad balls that he threw. But other than that, he played up, man. He played up. And he almost could have won us that game today. The defense wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be today. Jalen Johnson wasn't here today to slow down Justin Jefferson, so that was a huge, huge loss for us today. But Justin Fields, man, like I said, if we were going to win this game, it was going to come down to Justin Fields, our quarterback, being an X factor or being a leader, and he was today. So I feel good about it. CJ, what you think about this game today?
First half, I thought again the offense still was looking a little bit like they were looking last week. I mean, that was a good touchdown towards I believe what was it in the first quarter or second quarter, something like that. Second quarter, okay. I'm trying to remember, but second half it seemed like they were in rhythm. It seemed like when Justin started to throw those short passes, instead of just going for the deep ball, he kind of opened up the offense as far as getting the ball down the field. I thought Montgomery did a pretty good job as far as running the football today. I would have liked to see Khalil Herbert running a little bit more. But overall, I thought in the second half, the Bears probably played their best game this season in that second half, in my opinion. All right, let's get to this comment. Hold on, before we move on.
I just have something to say about that. Like what he did is he took what the defense gave him this game, and he was actually hitting those right past the linebackers. Because what did Minnesota do? They stacked the box. They went in hard on stopping the run. They said we're going to have Justin try to beat us, and this week he was able to actually hit those open receivers, Komet, in the flat and right past the linebackers. He was able to use that part of the field this week. Now, can he consistently do that every week? I hope so, because that'll be so much more for his progression. I just need his progression to keep on doing that. Or every week he sees that, okay, they're coming in on the run. Let me dink it right over that linebacker and get those yards there to keep on managing us to go downfield instead of just a home run ball. I liked what I've seen from him by doing that.
Okay.
So are you a Fields believer now or what, Adrian?
What do you mean, or what? Do I have to keep on repeating, or what?
Or what? Like last week you wrote him off.
Hold on, guys. Before we get to that, let's get to this comment right here. All right. So he said, "I applaud the second half rally, but we got a lot. But we have got to start putting two halves of football together. Our defense looked horrible in the entire first half."
You know what, JC? You correct. You watch the same game we all watch, man. That's a good comment. The second half would look like we put it together. First half looked like we was a damn JV team out there. But yeah, Angel, did Justin Fields did he turn you over a new leaf or what, man? Just
turn over to what? Because I was just told that I wrote him off when I said that he has the best talent, the best potential that we've had here. I said this last week, so I'm wondering if we're all in the same podcast together. We'll go right back to it. You heard me say that, CJ? You heard me say that, CJ?
I'm just listening, bro.
Because I'll pull up it. You know me. I'll pull it up. So I don't know how I wrote him off last week. I said he needs to get better. So that's the one thing that we need to do is when somebody does critique a player, it's okay. We're just critiquing the player. I said it's his second year. He didn't get the stuff from the players or whatever. I said that also. Said best potential, best arm, best athlete that we've had since we drafted him. He's way better than Mitch Trubisky is, and all of those facets. Plain and simple. Okay.
We're just messing with you, man. I'm just trying to see where you was landing today. That's all, man.
I said he increased today what I've seen from his growth. I've seen more. He took what the defense gave him in that second half. The defense where he was like, okay, they're stopping the run. Let me throw those little passes because Cole Kmet didn't really get a pass until the ending of the second quarter, going into the second half, and that's where he got he's had the most receptions of the team. Was Cole Kmet. So he was dinking them to him. He was giving him those passes. He was letting them run in. The best thing that I see from him, he didn't stay in the pocket longer than he had to. He see it. Okay, here's the rush. He felt it this time, and he just went.
Yes,
or he was moving around. Or he moved the pocket. I seen that. That is progression. Something that he didn't do last week. Something that he did this week, which is good. That's progression. Hopefully, he could keep on maintaining that. He read what the defense gave him, which is what I wanted, to read the play before it happened. I didn't see too many big blitzes off the side where he just didn't even read the guy from the hike. That didn't happen in the second half.
True.
I didn't see too many of that. So I seen him able to maneuver around, and I don't know if that was just him or Getsy with the play calling. Whatever happened, all I know is they showed progression this week from Justin Fields. It looked like he could read better. He looked like he was taking what the defense gave him, and he wasn't just waiting for a deep pass. That's what it looked like in the second half. I see.
Let's move on to these comments real quick. We gotta get these comments in. People coming into the show. Necessary Evil said, "Hello, everyone. Just checking in from the job. Appreciate you pulling through as always. Appreciate you." And then she said, "I heard the Saints won." Okay. And also,
so Woody, what did you think about Justin today? Woody, what'd you think?
Well, like I said, I was at the game last week, and he looked like shit. But this week, like I said, it looks like they trusted him a little bit more to throw downfield because he was in a shotgun a lot. I thought it was going to be a run game today, but it looks like there was a lot more play calls for the pass, and I was happy with it. Like I said, today was the best game, even though we lost, that we played all year. That's just my opinion on Justin. It's going to be a progress. I mean, hopefully he goes off Thursday night against Washington. But like I said, today was a tough Minnesota team. They're first in the division, blah, blah, blah. So I think we played well to beat that team today.
So Angel, what do we think of we saw our boy Bayless Jones Jr. show up today. That was pretty cool. So what did you think about Bayless Jones Jr. today? He had a couple of good kick returns. What you think? Go ahead.
That was a good Debo play. That was the good Debo play. Quick slant, hit him off on the pass, let him do his thing off the edge. I like the play call on that. I like that. That's what you have him for. We drafted him. We know that's supposed to be what his weapon is, his option is right now, because we don't know if he's going to be able to be a number 2 or anything like that. We don't know how he is with route running. But for those gimmick plays, he did his job. He held on to the ball, right?
Yeah. This week.
That's right. He held on to the ball. No muff kick return, punt returns. He did his thing. He did this Sugar, week. He did his thing.
So, Sugar, what do you think about Bayless Jones today?
I think he does good. I've always liked him since the get-go, and I think he was a great pick, and I'm happy with him. And I'm happy with today's game.
Yeah. So what do you think about Bayless Jones? You think he regained his confidence? You think the teammates got a little bit more confidence in him going towards this week?
I think everybody regained their confidence today.
You should have heard.
And I'm hoping it going forward, because we have two big games, Thursday night, Monday night, and we need to show out.
Yeah, you should have heard the fans last week when he muffed that punt, because I was on my feet when that punt to him, and I just stood down.
Let's forget about that.
I know.
That.
But
that was last week. I don't want to talk about that again. That was.
Hey, I was there, so how you think I felt?
So, Angel.
Jones,
go ahead, Woody. I'm sorry.
Jones on that touchdown. Usually, like rookies, they don't know to stretch when they see the pylon. He did a good job at least stretching to get to that pylon. Usually the rookies like to not stretch because they're afraid about fumbling the ball. He did a good stretch there, and I think he redeemed himself from last week.
All right, so Angel, what happened to Roquan, man? What was going on with him today? Just fill me in, man. I didn't see him do too much damage today. What did he do?
I seen him get blasted by Smith Jr. on Smith Jr.'s reception in that last touchdown drive. He actually got blasted by Smith Jr. Roquan flew back. It was I think it was the safety that tackled him that came in to help to actually make the tackle. Roquan was pretty quiet. He did good, nice solo tackles at 5. So that's, he didn't need to gang tackle for his tackles this week. He did solo tackles, but he just not there. No impact plays. Nothing there. You didn't really hear about him. I was hearing more of everybody else. I was hearing more of Morrow. I was seeing more of Jones. Jones had like 14 tackles. The linebacker.
You mean Justin Jones?
Yeah, Justin Jones. Well, the linebacker, he's got 13 total tackles, 9 solo. Jalen Jones, the cornerback.
Oh, the cornerback, yeah, but he also got burned a lot in that first half.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like those were the tackle. Those were your guys. They were getting the tackles. He wasn't really. He was like, you know, like in here. You might see him on a highlight running, but he wasn't nowhere. He no impact plays today for Roquan. I didn't see this Aaron Donald money guy. I didn't see it.
Right, exactly.
Roquan Smith. He got burned a couple times.
Yeah. So. If you guys anybody got the all 22?
Not yet.
Anybody?
Not yet.
Well, I'm sure we'll be able to look it up on when it pops up on YouTube. Look up that last drive, and you're gonna see when Smith, their slot receiver, number 84, I think it was, or 83. He's like their I think he's their number 3 receiver. He came in and he made it was on third. He blasted him on the last drive. You're going to see Roquan Smith literally fly backwards, bro. Just look at that last drive that Minnesota did, and you're going to see that play. You're going to, oh, wow. Any of his plays. So basically any of Smith Jr.'s receptions, just look it up on YouTube. They'll probably have the highlight reel for it, and you'll watch him blast Roquan Smith. That's me right there. Showed me you ain't worth Aaron Donald money, bro. You're getting blasted by a number 3 receiver, and you're falling backwards.
Well, this might make you feel a little bit worse. That's their tight end.
Oh, that's their tight end, but look at how good and athletic he is compared to ours.
Right.
So Woody. So Woody.
Yo.
Where was Robert Quinn today, man? Has he recorded a sack yet?
No.
You talk about this season?
I think he only has one.
I think he has one.
Where was he at today? Where was he at today?
The plays that I've been seeing, he was being double teamed, and actually he was over. It's Kirk Cousins. If you watch the replay and stuff, you see Kirk Cousins stepping up a lot, and Robert Quinn is right there. If Kirk Cousins didn't step up, he probably would have had 2 to 3 sacks today. But Kirk Cousins did a good job stepping up when they seen those edge rushers coming around towards him. So I don't know.
And that's what you're seeing a lot of these quarterbacks do now. They're starting to step up with Quinn's in there.
I'm just happy that the Bears starting to do halftime adjustments. Last year, they were non-existent.
Yes.
Good point.
Yes, bro. So, Sugar, who made you mad today on defense? Was it Gordon? What happened?
Oh, Gordon had a good game.
Gordon? Oh, Gordon.
Mustafa.
Oh,
God. Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Please.
That piece of shit, yeah.
Sugar, that hurt.
He needs to go. He needs to go.
Sugar, that hurt.
I've been saying that for the longest.
I'm telling you. Why isn't Patrick? Patrick should be at center. Plain and simple.
I don't understand what they're doing with that offensive line, man. It doesn't make any sense. I'm just happy that Justin Fields is starting to see that he got to get out of there. Because somebody got blasted through the middle of the offensive line, and Justin hauled ass so fast and got us a first down. So fast.
Where was Brisker too much this game?
Yeah, he wasn't he was hit or miss today.
Brisker was quiet today.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say like, oh my God, he's bad.
I didn't hear his name once.
But how many times did they throw to him? Like throwing his area?
And I love Brisker, so
well,
I'm a Brisker fan.
Eddie Jackson, I seen was in on a lot of tackles today. He's showing that this year to me he's done a lot more tackling than he's done the previous couple years. I like a lot of times he was just getting run over or just running by. This week he saved the touchdown earlier with Cook in the fourth quarter. They ended up scoring, but he still came up and like I liked his tackling this week. Brisker was just quiet. I do know that they did go to him because Justin Jefferson, went off. So it was like I'm not gonna say like he only went off on one side of the field. So they did go to Brisker's area. It's just I guess he maybe didn't have the opportunity to make an impact play this week, but he was just quiet. Gordon made a couple of impact plays with some shoestring tackles, some open field tackles, but yet he was one of the ones giving up those passes in order to get those tackles. But at least he was getting those solo tackles, stopping them from a minimal gain. I don't have a person on defense I could just say like, oh, he sucked this week, or oh, he was horrible. Like it was. They held so tight after they gave up all those points, and it was just like, that's why it's hard because they had what I want to say, 2.5 full quarters of like lockdown football, 2 quarters and like 10 minutes of like lockdown of football, and it's like it's hard to just pick that horrible defender because really they did their horrible defense in the beginning of the game. Yeah, so it's like it's really hard for me. Roquan did some pressures in the second half, but where was he in the first half? Not Roquan. Robert Quinn, the pressure in the second half. Where was he in the first half? Robinson is I think we only had two people that had a tackle for loss, and I think Robinson was one of them. I forgot who the other one was. So it's like we didn't just have those super impact plays like they did. That fumble rip off, that's that pure impact play that they needed.
And of course, it's an ex-Minnesota Viking receiver
who also did the push.
Wait. Oh my God!
Let me ask you. Push in the back. Wasn't he also the one that did the illegal block in the back when Justin Fields did the touchdown run? Yeah.
So I don't know. Are they paying him off just like the double doink? The Eagles paid off, Cody Parkey.
Just like Luke Getsy's play calling against the Packers. That was like, what is this stuff? What is all this?
So let me ask y'all this, CJ. Well, let me ask CJ. What do you think about Montgomery today? I thought he played decent to come off an injury. What you think?
I thought he played decent as well. But like I said before, I wanted to see more of that running game. I wanted to see more of him and Herbert kind of, push that running game and moving forward. But as far as what Montgomery showed, he showed up today. I could definitely say.
What you think, Sugar?
Coming off injury, I think Monty did great, and obviously we missed him, and I'm looking forward to seeing him next week.
Woody, what you think about Montgomery? Man, I actually thought he played way better than I thought he was.
Well, he had a touchdown. He only had 20 yards rushing of 12 attempts. With that one touchdown run was, a nice run. But I don't know if he's, when you come off injury and stuff like that, you're favoring that injury a little bit. We'll see on Thursday night and see how he does. Get that. So game off. What's that?
Yeah. No, I was talking to see. Go ahead, Woody.
So, 12 attempts for 20 yards. That's what? Not even 2 yards a rush with the touchdown. Mm-hmm. Did he do better than I thought? No, I thought he would do better. But with him coming off the injury, we'll see Thursday. Just let that game, if he's favoring that injury a little bit, we'll see how he does on Thursday night.
So, Angel.
Yeah, it's a quick turnaround.
So, Angel, what do you think about just because I'm thinking about this passing game, man, and it's been pretty much non-existent. Last 2 weeks it got a bit better. So, Angel, what do you think about Mooney and Fields? Do you think they finally connected? Do you think the bromance of them sleeping in bunk beds this summer and his success is my success is starting to pay off?
If he's actually throwing that contested passes, then yes, because that was another contested pass that he caught for him. As long as Justin Fields is going to give him the trust of, I will trust you to catch this, I'm sure they'll continue to develop that, but he has to be able to give it to him because we know Mooney doesn't. When Mooney does actually break away, we haven't seen the pass there before. We usually see the pass there after. So if Justin's going to hold the ball, so to wait for it, then he has to trust him. If he's going to trust him, we'll see it. Because Mooney's has shown him so far the dive, the extension last week, the holdback to catch it over the defender. This week, one arm contested. He sort of, I'm going to try for you. So if he's going to try for you, you got to show him that you're going to be willing to give it to him. So hopefully this will open up I will trust him to get open. And he'll throw it before he actually gets open. You know what I'm trying to say? To lead the field that way so it could be a catch and run and not just a wait for it to get to me.
CJ, what you think about them today?
I thought they was good, but let me ask y'all even a bigger question. What did you guys think about the play calling from the first half to the second half?
Two different games. Two different games.
Okay. And
I just thought that.
Angel, go ahead. I was gonna say, Angel,
go ahead, Angel. Go ahead.
Do you think, as far as in the second half, was that more of their defense maybe getting into their defense, maybe not understanding what Justin was gonna do, as far as it being indecisive for the play calling, or do
good question.
Think that Getsy had an actual playbook to say, okay, we got to change this up. Let's start dumping balls off and let's start getting easier passes to open up. What you think about it?
Great question.
Okay, so I think it was more of Justin reading them and the defense basically not changing. I was just gonna be real with you. I think Minnesota coaching staff made this game worse than what it should have been. And because of that, I think is why Justin was able to pick them apart in the second half, because they did not adjust when they went up 21-3, and they wanted to give the ball back to the Bears at like the 50-yard line. Like they basically were in their own, like, oh, we got this. We're up 21-3. Right. You could see that team before the Bears even scored their touchdown. I was like, this team, I could see them. They're already playing lackadaisical now. Their defense did not put as much pressure. They went lackadaisical into the half. And because of that, they did it. The Minnesota Vikings staff did not make any adjustments. They kept on with the box-heavy defense, which the Bears made the adjustment of, well, look at what they're giving us, Justin. Hit him, because Justin really didn't do those little hits in the middle of the field in the first half. Right. We got that touchdown from the deep pass, right? So we got the Montgomery's pass was a 30-yarder. It was in the first half also, if I'm not mistaken. So
first half, I believe.
Yeah, so he had 60 yards of his 200 was just those two plays that were in the first half. Everything else was short passes, were all second half. So I felt like they made the adjustment. Luke Getsy probably talked to him, said, you can hit that. You can hit these passes. You can do that. You can do it. And this week, the Minnesota's defense played the same exact the whole half, and they let them just kept on dinking it down 10 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, and he just kept on running for a first down, Whenever the pocket was, you didn't see him wait to get touched, and now all of a sudden he's trying to run around and go for pocket. They said, wait for the 3-step drop. If you don't see it, go. It looked like that's what I seen from him. Like he was just waiting. 1, 2, I don't see the read. I'm going now. Like that's what it felt like. It felt like he didn't, like you guys are saying, decisive. He knew 3-step drop. I don't see it. I'm gonna go. My read is not there for the short. So I think it was more Justin Fields reading the defense and Luke Getsy doing that same play calling from before, because I don't think he hit those passes the week before. Remember, he was kind of off always on those short passes. But the week before, he didn't. This week, I think he was hitting them perfectly on stride. And what happened was Minnesota did not make no adjustments. They just let him. They just wanted to stack the box. 1.7 yards rushing by David Montgomery. 2.8 yards rushing by Khalil Herbert. They stacked the box and wanted Justin to be the one to beat you, which he was actually our best runner at 5.9 yards per carry.
Yeah.
So he did his job.
And Woody, I want to ask you this question. Since you're a former quarterback, and offensive line is important. What did you think how the Bears offensive line played? I know we talked about that I'm not going to talk about the center. I just want to talk about as far as the other guys with pretty much Lucas Patrick being moved over to the left guard. What did you think as far as in the second half how those guys played? Because it seemed like Justin had a little bit more time back there.
Yeah, they did. I mean, he was still running, but he still had that shotgun is big. That's what when I played, I was in the shotgun all the time. Mm-hmm. It gives me more time, obviously. But the way Justin Fields was running, like in the beginning of the year, he was running for his life in the shotgun. But yeah, it seems like he had more time in the second half. It's like they made adjustments. I think Jenkins had his first penalty of the year in that second half. He had a holding call. I think that was his first penalty of the year. So it seems like they're coming together, but I still think when Cody Whitehair comes back, they should put Patrick at center and get Mustipher the hell out of here. Because I don't like Mustipher at all. I think he's junk.
Correct. Now, Sugar, I want to ask you this question, going to Felix Jones, because I know last week was, but do you think that they're going to put him more into the offense now after what we've seen today as far as that one catch that he did? Do you think they're going to feature that more into the offense moving forward?
I don't know if they will, but I hope they will. And I hope they trust all the offense to make bigger plays than they did in the first half. Because as you showed, in the second half, they're able to make the big plays. And even if, obviously we're not going to make every big play, but they have to give them the chance to and trust them to. That's the whole point of the game.
Totally agree
with you, Bobby. I agree. Play calling was a good overall. I believe Bobby Cap Mitchell.
See, well, I always say that the offense and defense, they got to coexist together. It can't be offense, good game, defense, bad game. And that second half, I'm thinking we're both offense and defense. We're playing together, coexisting together. That's what they got to be the whole game, though.
100% agree with you, Woody.
Yeah, we
100%.
agree.
They played a good second half of football. They played a team-oriented shutdown. They only gave up 7 points in the second half. Like they played as very hard in the second half. The offense came alive in the second half. They got what is it? They finished with 10, so 12 points in the second half. And, from what they've been doing, that's good, right? That is an adjustment. They 12 points in the second half. If we could continue to have that, that's 24 points a game, right? We would wish that they could continue being an offense, putting up 24 points a game, at least, to show that progression.
Can y'all hear me?
It's in and out, in and out.
Yeah, you in and out, guy. For some reason, I don't know what happened.
What about now? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
And I'm impressed. I don't know if anybody agrees with me, but I'm impressed with Morrow on defense, the linebacker. I think I like him. And I know Roquan, I don't know if he's still we'll see today if he's leading the league in tackles still. But Morrow is doing a great job at linebacker. That's just my opinion. He had 10 tackles today, 8 solo.
Solos?
I think he's going to have a great year.
And I could agree with you partially because I was ripping his ass the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, I know.
But I seen a couple of games. I've seen a couple of games where, man, he would just get it ran over. Right. Like running backs were just running through him. I'm like, what the hell? He's flying all over the field. I'm like, did we get the right guy? But he's been playing good over the last couple of weeks, so I hope that continues.
And I think Gordon had a better game today than last week as well. I think he had 10 tackles today.
Yeah, so, Gordon
so did we get better
today?
Did we get better today? Did we get better today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe to me, we got better. Remember, I predicted them at 17 points, and they outperformed my prediction. They got 5 more points on that. So they went above what I thought that they were going to do. So to me, they got better.
And I predicted the Bears to have only 13 points today.
Yeah.
So they better than what you thought too, right? So they performed better.
Yep. I said 17. Yeah, I think a lot of people had them under to what they thought they was going to get.
That's like how I'll rate it. Like if I pick them to be this and they do above that, I'm going to say they went above what I thought that they were going to do. So it was like, that's why I'm not, crapping all over on the offense because they did better than what I predicted them to do. Like I'm not going to crap all over this team, whatnot, because I predicted them to lose this game. I said 24-17. It's just, add 5 more for each one. It was still 7 points they lost by, but that's kind of what I thought it was. I thought Minnesota was the better team, and the Bears outperformed, gave me a better game than what I expected. I didn't expect this offense to be that good this week, and they did.
Did we touch on this?
Sam must have first.
Oh, we are. I guess he agrees with me.
Said Sam Musselman is getting torched damn near every snap. He is blocking. He's blowing blocking assignments, standing straight up and getting pushed back off. He's definitely the weakest link on the offensive line. Yeah, Justin's getting out of there pretty quick. He knows it now, and because Justin knows that he's been playing quarterback, knowing that his center ain't shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's part of the problem. Not to say it's all on Justin, but part of the thing is with Rutherford, he's got to get that offensive line intact. You're the center. You got to make sure everything goes good as far as understanding what the defense is going to do before Justin gets the ball out there. So I just think he needs to be benched. To me, to tell you the truth. But
I agree.
Yeah,
Mustapher and Vildor.
You said Mustapher and who?
And Vildor.
I didn't like Vildor in the beginning. That was a big interception today. He had a nice catch. But Vildor, he gets he's terrible.
I think that was based off of luck, man. I'm just be real.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins threw it to the wrong guy.
Right.
That was his first interception of his career. He's dropped at least 40
interceptions since he's been a goddamn Bear. At least 40 interceptions he's dropping, and he caught one a day. And I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe he caught it.
And I know Kirk Cousins is hitting himself in the head for throwing to the wrong guy on that down.
That's what Kirk Cousins to me is known for when he plays us. He makes those mistakes for some reason against the Bears. He seems to be decent against other teams, but just against the Bears, he makes those weird plays like that just doesn't make any sense. Throwing off his back foot to somebody deep in the end zone that's covered multiple times when he got short passes right there. And it's usually when they're in the lead. Like, I don't get that from him, which is why, he's not a top tier quarterback with top tier talent that's on that team. But I'm thankful that Vilder caught that finally.
When Justin Jefferson passed that ball, he looks like he had a better spiral than Kirk Cousins did.
So
Sugar, go ahead with the question.
So Sugar, let me start back to this one. So Sugar, what do you think the coaching staff is saying to the guys today? Even though they lost, what do you and everybody after that? We're gonna go with Sugar. What do you think the coaching staff is saying today?
I don't know what the coaching staff did today because the coaching staff failed them in the first half. The first half was some people compared him to, I don't want to say the word because it's gives me the bad goosebumps, so I'm not going to say that word. But somebody compared, there was a lot of people that compared him, and I don't see that. We're just gonna
refer him to a stain. We're just gonna refer him to a stain. That's
exactly.
What we're gonna do.
But they failed them in the first half altogether. The plays it was horrible. The coaching was horrible in the first half. The second half, obviously, we seen what finally could happen, and they trusted the team more. They trusted Justin Fields, and it was just better. But you have to trust that you can't just make these little plays here and there. It's not going to work.
Yeah. So what did the coaching staff saying, Woody? Like, hey man, we almost had this one. Go ahead, Woody.
Well, I know the coach isn't going to say, "Oh, it's our fault in the first half." The coaches aren't going to say that. But I'm going to say, hey, we played I think the best game we played all year. We just got to get the first and second half. There's 2 halves of games. We got to play consistently in the first and second half to get these wins.
What are they saying today, man? What are they saying?
Like I said, they're not blaming themselves. They're going to say, the defense, was okay, but not great. Offense, I think Justin Fields did good. Hey, that's just basically what they're going to say. They're not going to blame themselves for the first half play. I don't think a coach is ever going to do that. Here's
Eberflus. He's going to hold this. All right, guys. All right. I'm going to let you guys know we played good, hard football out there today. All right. We went out there and we came and we put our stamp. We were able to manage, and we were able to pull through adversity, and we were able to get these guys, and we were almost there. Just one more hit, one more play there, one more play there. We would have had this win. Don't you hang your heads. You guys played hard. Believe me. Don't worry about the mistakes that were happening in the first half. We will come next week, and we will get this win. We continue to put this effort that we did in that second half to next week, and we will build upon it. Justin Fields, you played great out there. David Montgomery, you came back and you played that hurt injury. Offense, you guys gave it all. My defense, you guys. The hits program showed today. We locked them down for 2 quarters and 10 minutes in that football game. We showed that we can hang with these guys. You make sure you bring that energy this week into football practice, and we will come out with another win next week. Don't forget who.
I just never want to hear.
Hey, that's a real.
We'll find out the whys.
And after the coaches say all that, and they're going to say, okay, we'll see you at practice tonight.
Oh man, Andrew, you crazy as hell, man. Just let me say that.
All right, so on that break, on that note, we're gonna take a quick commercial intermission, man. We've been on here for about an hour. We're gonna put some stuff up for you guys. Just give us back. We'll be back in 5 to 7 minutes.
We're gonna talk about those Commanders after the break.
Commandos.
Let's go.
My man Bernie Burns. My man Bernie Burns.
I just wanna go back. I just wanna go back.
All right, we're back from the little break that we had. Hope you guys enjoyed the music and everything else. Angel, man, you off the chain
Angel
today.
back there jamming.
Oh man, but the Bears got a Thursday night game. I was not aware of this until probably 20 minutes ago. So and they got it against the Washington Commanders. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and you guys can tell us what you think
Whoever
about.
Want to go first?
Whoever want to go first.
What's the question? What do you want me to know?
What do we
Washington
Commanders?
Oh, Commandos. That's what I call them. Obviously, they're last in their division. They have a good running back, Gibson, but he didn't do that good today. Carson Wentz threw for 359. So hopefully our defense has this same game plan as today. But I'm still thinking that they got to get in. I know this new change with the 3-4 is a little bit different than what Bears football is. But we need to either get in on the quarterback or try to rush Brisker or one of the other cornerbacks to get to Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, it's probably his fourth team, but he still threw for 359 yards today, even though it was against Tennessee. They still lost. But I think he's going to throw a lot if we stop Gibson. So hopefully, Jalen Johnson is back and our defense is healthy and we can get in on the quarterback or stop their offense. I still think we're going to win, but we don't want Carson Wentz throwing all over our defense and saying, oh, Carson Wentz beat us. Well, I don't want to hear that. So our defense is going to be on top of things. Hopefully today's game against Minnesota goes over to the Washington game on Thursday.
Go ahead, Angel.
Bouncing off what he's saying, they also got that rookie who was injured from the gunshot wound, I believe, came back today. It shows that he had 9 carries. Robinson.
Oh, Robinson.
So now they're getting a little, back to more players on offense for them. First week back for him, but it's going to be a short week. I think what helps us is that I believe it's at home. Are we playing in Soldier Field?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that helps us. That only because it's not us also going from here, then going to another city, from Minnesota to another city. It'll be from us coming from Minnesota, coming back home. So they're going to be also playing on the short field, and they're going to be coming to us. So I think that's a little bit of a benefit for us. I think because of who Carson Wentz is a nice gunslinger. I don't want to say Bears just lose this game or just win this game. I think this is one of those games that they can win. Not like how I thought Minnesota was. Like, I think this is a game that they can win. I think it's going to be hard, only because the Bears still got to continue to show that this is a consistent what we just seen, and not just we're here now. Well, it was only one half. Well, you guys played really bad against the other teams. It's like, I don't. Go ahead, Guy.
I think we're going to play a full football game for the first time this season.
Okay.
I think Justin's his confidence is going to continue to grow. He doesn't trust his offensive line. I think he's grown to understand that Mustipher cannot help you. All the pressure is going to come from the middle. I just think that their confidence is going high. It's going to be a home game. They're going to be at Soldier Field. And I just think they're going to win this game. I think it's going to be a good game. I think we're going to get one. I think the coaching staff, I think it's the 5th week of the season. I think whatever this offense is and whatever Justin, his growth is developing right on time and right in front of us is happening. So I actually think it's probably going to all come together today. I don't think that rookie makes that mistake again. I think Flus is not going to have that shit. I think they're going to drill on getting out of bounds. 2-minute situations. 4th quarter. Get your ass down. Get out of bounds. That is not going to happen again. So I just think the little bit of mistake that they made today are correctable. I think we're going to win, man. I'm going to say Justin Fields go for 2 touchdowns, 7 yards rushing. What you think, CJ?
This is definitely a game that I think the Bears should win. Let me repeat myself, should win. The way that Washington's been playing this season, Wentz had a 350-yard game, but we can see that from any quarterback during the week, so that, to me, really doesn't even matter. But the way that the Bears started the second half, they need to carry that over going into Thursday night. And if they can do that, then we'll see a pretty good damn football game.
And I want to add on to me is that us getting to the quarterback is important because even though Washington, they're last in their division, they only have 1 win. They have two good receivers. They got Curtis Samuel and Terry McLaughlin. So we have to stop. We got to get the Wentz. We don't need him throwing at those two guys, throwing all over us.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So Woody, so what's going to be something that's going to win us this game Thursday night? What are you going to be like? You know what? We can hang our hand on this tonight.
What will win?
Give me something, man. Give me something.
I think this is the game to get our running game back on track as well. I think we need Montgomery and Herbert to have a good game. And like I said, our defense, if we get in early, hit the quarterback, sacks, stuff like that, I think it has to be our defense more than our running game. Our defense has to win us this game today, next week.
So, Angel, we'll go same thing to you, man. What's going to either help us win or what's going to help us lose, man? Give me one or the other. Give me both.
Okay, the help.
Offense, X back on defense.
The help us win is if Justin Fields can progress and continue going to the next game. If we could continue going into the next game, that is going to be a key focus, I feel, to help us win. That'll something be a reason why we lose would be that we gave up too many big plays to Washington, impact plays. They out impact played us in the game. That'll be the reason why we lose. It'll be because either a deep pass or a run that got broken free, or Justin Fields or fumble recoveries, not by just Justin Fields, but by receivers or whatever. Those impact plays, I feel, by Washington making, not the Bears giving away, but Washington making those plays would be a reason why we lose. A reason why we win, again, if Justin Fields makes progression from this week to next week.
Totally agree. CJ, what you think? What's gonna get us this W? I want a W, man. I want a W.
Man, it's gonna. Well, what's gonna get the W is that Justin has to pick and choose when he's gonna throw when and where he's gonna throw that football. I want to see him, play the short game to open up the passing game. If he starts throwing the ball out 40, 50 yards and start getting incompletions, I think he can start getting frustrated. So I want to see those easy passes start getting out so he can get into a rhythm and open up this passing game. As far as the running game, that has to get back on track. I want to see Herbert out there running more. I feel like we didn't see him enough today. So, I want to see what the Bears are going to do from the second half of this game. Fuck the first half. Forget about the first half.
Right.
Go through the second half and push that move forward into Thursday's game. That's what I want to see.
So, Woody, who is one player, Woody, who's the one player on Washington that we absolutely got to watch out for? It's not Wentz to me. It's not Wentz. So who do you think? Who do you think?
It's TM, Terry McLaughlin. You gotta look where he's at all over the field, man. He obviously is not as good as Justin Jefferson, but it's somebody definitely we got to worry about.
Woody, hold on. I'm gonna cut you off. I mean, you got a good point, but I'm gonna say if this is fantasy, you full of shit because I got this guy in my fantasy and he ain't did shit for me except for week 1.
He had 76 yards today. Hey, you know what I mean?
That wasn't enough for me.
Angel, same thing, Angel, man.
Hey, I got 7 leagues and I'm winning in 5 of them already. So,
congrats, bro! You going crazy?
Okay, so, well, you kind of told us not to say Wentz, right? So he had to pick somebody else besides Wentz. So he went with McGuffin. Me, if it's a reason why. Who you said who scares us, or a reason if you like a specific player that if we lose?
Yeah, who just scared you? Just like we gotta watch this dude all game. He's a game breaker. Anybody, it could be anybody.
Well, it has to be McGuffin from their team. He's their over the top threat. So the person that would scare you would be him. Samuel is more of like their slot receiver, inside little cuts, and then I don't know what we even have from the rookie running back yet. It's his first game from coming back from a gunshot wound. Is he going to really scare me? Gibson is a good, nice threat, but he's just, he fell out of favor with the coaching staff where they wanted to draft a running back. They went for a running back in the draft over Gibson. So it's like
CJ, ahead,
he's a good player.
CJ look like he got some thoughts. Go ahead, CJ.
I'm gonna go off by what you're saying, Angel. I think Gibson and the running back could be effective because the reason why I say that is because if you look and see what the Bears efficient has been on defense. It's been that interior defense. So why not attack that? If I'm thinking of their coaching staff, let's attack the Bears' interior defense. Let's get those guys running. Let's push. Let's get them running. Let's find some holes. Let's get them going. So I think what they're gonna do, my prediction, what they're gonna do in their first quarter or in their first half is go with the running game.
My thing is, what are we gonna do to get Roquan active? Man? What is going on, man? Ain't whoever want to go, just go, cause
there's nothing to get him active with. I mean, he's gonna get double teamed. They're gonna have a game plan for him. So he's gonna have to figure it out, or other guys are gonna have to step up and do their part. I mean, he's the best defender we got. So teams are gonna double and triple team.
Go ahead.
To me, Roquan is who he is. Mm-hmm. He is a solid top talent middle linebacker. He is who he is. Now, I'm not gonna say like other people need to play better to get him off of what he's gonna do, because that's like saying like Brian Urlacher Lance Briggs had to play better in order for Brian Urlacher to look good. No, you want to be a top tier talent, you better play when you got getting double teamed or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like I understand what you said, CJ. Like I fully understand and I agree. All the players need to play better, right? Everybody needs to play better, right? And if they play better, it helps him. But I'm not gonna say like, I'm not gonna feel like the reason why he is not making impact plays is because they're not performing great. Because he needs to make his plays.
Well, I did say though he needs to figure it out. I did say that. Yeah. So he's gonna have to figure it out.
He needs to, because he's only had 1 out of 5 games where he was a presence on the field. Mm-hmm. 1 out of 5. So he needs to. He is who I think he is, a top tier talent at middle linebacker. I don't think he's Aaron Donald, because that's not his position. He's not going to be that. He's not a pass rusher. He's a guy who's going to give you tackles in the middle of the field. He's not Ray Lewis. He's not. Right? Ray Lewis made those impact plays almost every game. So he's not that type of middle linebacker. He's a good, great, solid tackle machine. That's what I think he is.
I think he's the best linebacker going side to side, though. He's a great linebacker going side to side.
Tackle machine, yeah, because he's going right in there. He's nose for the ball. He's going to run to that spot. He's going to get those tackles. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Woody.
What's up, Sugar? I see you back in here. We just talking about Roquan and
hold up. If somebody playing music in the background, y'all gonna have to mute that or take that off, because the boy gonna get hit with a copyright. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. All right, G, go back with your question, man.
So, Sugar, we were just talking about what's going to pretty much win us the game Thursday. Well, we were talking about actually this. What do you think is going to win us the game Thursday night? What is one thing absolutely you can hang your hat on that you think is going to pull us out of W?
Well, we're playing the last place team for a 1-4 team. I think as long as we come together, as long as we have the coaching we did in the second half today, as long as we have the offense we did today in the second half, and the defense pulls it together, we'll definitely win. If we lose this week, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure I'll have words if we do lose Thursday.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty much gonna unless anybody got anything else they want to add, I think that's gonna pretty much wrap this post-game show up. To Woody, I want to say definitely appreciate you coming on the show for the first time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Woody.
Anytime.
Welcome to come back anytime, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
For sure. Sugar, we always appreciate you and what you got to say.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming through. Angel, you already know what it is. That was a good presentation of Eberflus, man. I gotta go back. I'm gonna go back and check that out. I had to jump off the camera because I was laughing so hard.
Around and around.
Yeah, I had to jump off the camera, man. I had to.
Well,
Appreciate you guys having me in.
Let's just get our predictions and our scores one time. I'm going to say the Bears win this game 24-10. That's my score. I'm predicting that. Angel, what you got?
I'll go 24-17 Bears.
Woody, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to do this for CJ. All right, CJ?
What up?
I'm going to say 21-13 Bears win, but Terry's going to have a touchdown for your fantasy.
Oh.
See, now you got me questioning, do I want to play him this week? Go ahead, guy. Go ahead, guy.
Sugar, what you got? What we doing? We winning by how much? What's going on?
24-17.
CJ, close us out. What we got?
I'm going to give the Bears 27 points coming up on Thursday, and I'm going to give Washington 20.
And you heard it here. Thanks for anybody that was in the comments. Thanks for everybody that stopped by. Thanks for everybody that stayed the whole show. You see, we got 2 people that's actually been here the whole time. Whoever you people are, please comment. Please leave a like so we can shout you out on the show. We really appreciate the fans that are staying with us the whole show. And I'm going to make it my business to announce that, to appreciate that, and to shout that out. Another person just popped in a little bit too late. We're about to end this. So, shout out to everybody. Angel, thank you for coming back, man, bringing the heat. Woody, thank you, man. Appreciate you being a guest.
No problem, anytime.
Appreciate. Hey, I can't wait to work with you again. We got all season. Angel, with Sugar, thank you for coming in, bringing the brains and the speed and everything else. CJ, the maestro, appreciate you so much, partner.
Yep. Hey, Mama, appreciate you for watching. I know you're watching right now. I'll talk to you a little bit later.
JC, thank you for the comments. Shot Boys Podcast, thank you for the comments. Necessary Evil, thank you for coming by. C-Dub, thank you for coming by. Everybody, we appreciate y'all so much. We're just going to end this with the intro, outro commercials from everybody. And we'll see y'all guys Thursday night, post-game, pre-game. We don't know which one we're doing. We're going to ask Angel if he want to do a pre-game. We're going to ask Sugar, Woody, hey, well, we doing a pre-game and what? We'll stay in touch. And that'll be it. God bless. How y'all have a good one.
We out here.
I see it. You see it. They see it. It ain't nothing else to talk about, baby. Let's go. CNG Podcast. Come on, bear down.
Hi, I'm Sugar and Vodka, and so happy to be on the CNG Podcast. Bear down, Chicago.
Shout out to guys, CNG. Yes, sir.
Hey everyone, this is Dark Apollo here from Elite Gaming Mercs. I just want to let you guys know that I will be teaming up with the CNG Podcast. They have been a great support of what we do here on the channel, that I would really appreciate it if you guys can support them too. You could support them on either Facebook or YouTube by going to the search engines and hitting CNG Podcast. Again, that is CNG Podcast. You could go ahead and hit follow or subscribe to their channel. Afterwards, you'll be able to see me there giving you my sports opinions. All right? Take care. This is Dark Apollo signing off. Deuces.